Hello everyone, it is great to see you. Today we're looking at our last variation of the Sicilian, and this is going to be quite different from all our other videos because thus far we've always won e4, d5, c5, knight to c3, and then something like this, and then we'll always go d4 and then trade this pawn here. What actually plays in our variation today, the closed Sicilian, is that this d4 does not happen, that white does not go too early out open in the center, and that the center kind of remains relatively blocked out and slowly to open. So very strong ideas here as well. The typical idea in this position is after e4, c5, knight c3, knight c6. We can actually do something like g3, and without setting up a huge opening center attack here, they can actually prepare for a kingside fianchetto with attacks including bishop g2, and later on something like d3, f4, knight f3, and then black castles this way. And so various ideas here. The center tensions will build later on, not immediately, and so these are basically really important ideas. If you were to go bishop g2 in this position, and later on to go d3, f4, knight f3, castles, and then something later on like bishop to e3, for example, you would have a really solid center. And this is really resembling the King's Indian attack that we're going to be looking at later. And white's basic ideas are going full on f4, g5, g4 later on the black's king side, taking control of the e4 square and then holding on to it really carefully with something like d3. Also, possibly rerouting their knights. After going like knight f3, we can actually go knight h4, and something like going here. Various ideas here, and also avoiding early trades, having lots of tension in the center, and yeah, always being open to pawn breaks. And so black's main options for this kind of line, I would say, is doing it symmetrically, and so going g6, for example. And then if it's done here, going like this kind of balances out a lot, and it really transposes into the King's Indian defense style. And also in this position, castling quickly, having various attacks on the queen side is an important idea here as well. And another plan for white is actually in the middle game, after castling to the king side, doing tactical things like h6 even, and then f5, g6, she goes right here. And so various pawn sacrifices that can get the king side attack really going. As for black, they can actually play something like, as for black, doing something like f5, d5, various attacks to break the white structure. Also really focus on centralization, because obviously white is not taking control of the center really early. We're going e6, d5 possibly. Also rook c8, really controlling this c center. And an example game might be, for example, let's actually play this with a, I don't know if we can play here with a computer. I think we can. Okay, this is very interesting. Lovely. And so in this position, after this, let's say black plays this. The best position, the best ideas here might be something like, I don't know, do they like knight c3? Yes, various ideas here. I won't go over it too extensively because various ideas here, very flexible play. But the really themes, the position ideas with these d5 square really being important, and also the center 4 squares being really significant. Ideas about f4, f5 as well being important is all kind of in here. So I would say don't focus on the really the details, the nitpicky stuff too much. But yeah, this is really an interesting idea and lots of theoretical depths here as well. So thank you so much for watching. I think that is going to be the end of our Sicilian defense theories, and it was really great to be able to go over this. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below, and I will see you next week with another opening, closing, or middle game idea to share with you. Thank you so much, and have an awesome day. Bye!